Hello, my sewing friends. I'm Jen, and this is Friday Sews. When we talk about sewing in life, click on the hashtag. Don't forget to subscribe. And oh my gosh, I got to get right into the sewing because I have so much to tell you. Let's start with the basic thing for my life right now, which is that my daughter's getting married. She's going to be having a ceremony at the top of a mountain in Colorado in the snow. So that right there tells you this is not some summer, June beautiful thing where, it's easy to figure out what to wear. Not that it's ever easy, but you know what I mean. No, this is going to involve boots and coats and scarves and hoods. And then we go inside for a reception and we have more shoes and then, whatever we're going to wear there. It's a little more complicated. So for my daughter, her gown is, I don't know, it's like a regular wedding gown. It's like a halter, no sleeves, that kind of thing. So she needed a coat, and so I've been working on this cape for her for all month, and it's gone through a couple of iterations, but I've finally settled on this. I'm almost done. I just have like 2 more things to do and then attach the trim, and I'm done. And I'm so ready to be done because I have to figure out what I'm going to wear. So, mother of the bride. Well, I have figured it out, and I want to take you along with me as I do it. So this will be the first installment of how I go from what I have to what I want. Okay, so you have to start somewhere, and here's where I began with this image. I went on Pinterest, I was looking at stuff, and I saw this picture of a dress. Now, this is a simple dress. It doesn't look simple. It looks like a coat and a dress, but it's not. It's one dress made out of sweatshirting fabric. I'm sure if you ordered it and got it and took it out of the package, it would look nothing like what it looks in the photo. But anyway, this was my inspiration because I could see a separate coat and a dress underneath. So I started there. Knew I could probably figure out the coat because I have coat patterns, and I'd studied it a little bit, and I thought that would not be that hard to do. So, yeah, famous last words. So I thought, okay, I can do that, but what about underneath? I want what's underneath to peek through the coat, and then I need to wear that later for the reception. So I was thinking just basic something, like, oh, maybe a princess seam dress with long sleeves, and that's it. The more I thought about it, the more I thought, no, I don't think that's what I want. So I went back to Pinterest and I started looking, and I found that I am not the mother of the bride who is going to wear the slinky long dress with, one shoulder bare and maybe a slit up the side. No, that is not me. What I also found was that I don't want to wear one of those lacy tops that comes down over top of a very straight pencil skirt that goes to the floor. I don't want that either. That's not me. Then I ran across the big ball gown skirts. I say ball gown, but they're just full. They're full skirts, maxi length, either pleated or gathered. And then they have on the top almost like a shirt, just that they pulled out of the closet, like a button front shirt with a collar and cuffs on the sleeves and that kind of thing. So I thought, we have a winner. We have a first runner-up, the skirt. So I settled on a skirt, and then I thought, well, I'll go through all my patterns of tops and just see what I've got. Then I started thinking, it's cold up there. It's going to be cold. So why don't I just make a turtleneck? It's like a t-shirt with a stand-up collar. So easy. Why would I not do that? I could make it so it's fairly close fitting, and then it can come down, maybe not long, but semi-cropped maybe, and then go with a long skirt. I thought, I like this idea. Well, I knew that I could work out the fabric choices and the color in my head as I kind of started to go along with thinking it through and looking at patterns. So, okay. Settled on kind of a royal bluish kind of thing, maybe a periwinkle blue. And then I thought, okay, I need to start looking at patterns. So I was running errands one day, probably 4 weeks ago, and I was out around where my Goodwill is. And I thought, I'll run in there. and just see what's there. I haven't been in there lately, and I haven't looked at sheets or linens, or, I need shoes for this wedding. Maybe there are some shoes there that somebody wore once and then gave to Goodwill and that I could wear once and give back. I don't know. So I went in and I started walking around, just kind of meandering, as you do when you're at Goodwill. And I went over to the section that's like a boutique. And there's this rack of formal wear. And we are talking everything from cosplay to, meet the Queen of England kind of stuff. And so I was kind of flipping through and just seeing, and I ran across something and I thought, well, that's pretty. Well, it was this. It caught my eye because, of course it caught my eye. See how it's iridescent? It changes color when you move. It's a prom dress, and it came with this little, like a rhinestone belt. Why? It has a princess seamed bodice. It has, it stops at the waist, and then it has box pleats for the bottom of the skirt, and it has pockets. The zipper was broken, but I looked at it and I thought, And here's the thing about going to Goodwill. Or going to any charity shop, you always have to look at it and say, where's the potential in that? What can I do with that? And I thought, well, you know what? If I just take that bodice and cut it off about 4 inches from the waistline, I can turn that down and I've got a waistband and there's a skirt. There's a skirt. I need a skirt for the wedding. Oh my gosh. And here's the thing about this becoming a skirt. It has this fabric, which is black on the bottom, and then the sparkles make it holographic. And then you raise that up and you've got lining here, but it's got 2 tiers of crinoline, which when you put it on makes it look like a ball gown. So, oh my gosh, I thought, I have my skirt and it's done for me. Okay, so I'm carrying this around with me and I'm thinking I need some kind of a turtleneck to go with it. Well, in Florida, you're not going to find a turtleneck, but I thought maybe I can find something that I can make a turtleneck from. So I did find something. I found this. This was a wrap dress, but it was kind of short. It was an extra large, but it was a little bit short. And so I have taken it apart and tried to see if maybe I can cut out a turtleneck from this. And I don't think I have enough, which is kind of sad because see how it glitters? And when you put it with this, it's beautiful. It would just be such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How many more times can I say that? Beautiful top to go with the skirt that will come from that dress. But last weekend I was sitting on a plane, I took it all apart and I tried to work it out, and I don't think it's going to work. I think I'm going to try because I'm going to use it to make a muslin, but I don't know. I don't know that it's going to work. So, okay, so plan B. I have a daughter who lives in Atlanta, and she offered to go over to find fabrics for me and just look and see if they had any of the same kind of fabric that I used for this cape, which is a stretch velvet. She found this piece of incredibly gorgeous, isn't this just stunning? Royal blue stretch velvet. Stretch and stretch. Oh, I couldn't believe it. So I had her get enough for both the turtleneck and the coat. So in the end, this is what it's going to look like. Like that. Oh my gosh. If I had tried to plan this out, I couldn't have done it better. I'm not kidding. There would have been no way. So I have got a lot of work ahead of me, but I'm going to take you along the way. Let's talk about the coat though for a second. I'm going to start with McCall's 6800 as my starting place, like a template. And I've seen Sian at Kittenish Behavior has made this coat, and it's stunning on her. So I know it's going to be just what I want. It has a lot of pieces. It has like a front and a middle front, a side front, and the same in the back. So it's like 6 different panels across the front and the back. And that's fine. What I'm going to do is take the front panel and I think angle it so that it kind of comes out like that. So that will give it the ability to really show off the skirt underneath. Also, I won't make it maxi length because that way more of the skirt can show. I think that'll be nice. So I am thinking this through, and I think this is going to work well because it's kind of got like this military thing going up the front. And I don't have to put buttons more than from the waistline up. It does come all the way and it buttons with a collar, but I don't have to do that. If I wanted to go with a hood, I could do that. So I might. I don't know. I'm going to play around with it. I have a sheet here that it's not stretchy, but I'll be able to at least kind of get an idea of how that's going to go together and work. So I'll be making a muslin. For the turtleneck, I have this old pattern from 1995. It is just a 2-hour quick and easy turtleneck from Joann Fabrics and Crafts, New York Fabrics and Crafts, and Cloth World, who have all gone the way that Joann's is probably going to go. So I've traced it off, and I am going to use this sparkly stuff to try and see if I can make, I don't know. I don't think it's going to work, but I don't think there's enough of that there. But I'm going to try it and just see what I can come up with. And then this will be what I use for the turtleneck, unless it doesn't work, but I have other turtlenecks that I know will. So that is the plan for the Mother of the Bride dress. Oh my gosh, can you believe I walked into, I'm on the floor dead away in shock over that. I can't believe it. So this will be the first thing I tell you about, and the next time we'll be cutting into that dress and making it a skirt and then working on a turtleneck and a coat. So that's all the sewing. Let's move on into life. And I don't really have much to tell you other than I was with my parents last weekend and it was wonderful. I love spending time with them in these last years of their lives. And it's just such a joy. It really is a joy. I don't know if there's a better word for it. You know, I go there, I just sit around for the most part with them and visit. This past time I put a picture back up on the wall that had fallen off. I made dinner a couple of times. I always clean up the kitchen. My mom calls me the kitchen fairy that comes at nights, and she gets up in the morning and the kitchen is sparkling clean. I like doing that for her. Yeah, my own kitchen. Yeah, it's always somebody else's kitchen that you really enjoy doing that more with. Anyway, so I've really enjoyed that. So I got home from there on, I left on Friday. I came home on Tuesday. I was supposed to leave Wednesday instead of Friday to go up there, but I had a little episode kind of thing that just, I didn't feel well. So I rescheduled it till Friday, and I got less time with them, but it was good because I was able to go to the doctor's office and just get checked out, and they said I'm fine, no big deal. They scheduled some tests, which I'll do later. Only other thing is that this looks a little different, doesn't it? My sewing machine table is right there, and it's there because I got new windows, and I can open these now. But moving that table in and out to get behind it, to get so that I could pull up the window, was just too much. And I thought, how can I fix this? And I didn't mind having my sewing machines over there anyway, because in the mornings the sun comes through and blinds me. So I have blinds now, which is great, but you know, it was going to be just as easy, and I still can enjoy the window and all of that. This little IKEA, I don't know what it is. It's probably calyx. I think it's a calyx, and it's supposed to go straight up and down, and I flipped it on its side, and it's on wheels, so I can easily move it out. And the thing was, I couldn't reach over the other table and pull up. And I really can't reach over this and pull up either, because this window is wide enough that it just takes a fair amount of force to reach down and pull it up. And it's new, so it doesn't want to move very easily. So as I use it more, it'll be fine. But the new windows are really great because they're hurricane resistant and they block noise too. And they're nice because they're new. So all in all, a very good thing. So I had to turn my table it used to go this way and now it's going this way. And I had to do that because I couldn't fit it in any other way. It was like it just had to happen. This room might seem big on camera, but it is not. It is really tight in here. And so, next project after I get through this wedding is to make my table smaller. And so that's going to also involve some rearranging because I've got more fabric than I know what to do with and that I can fit in this table currently. And if I make this smaller, it's going to rob me of some more space. So I don't know. I'm working on some solutions for that. And when I did move everything around, I cleaned out my rolling carts. I cleaned out corners and put stuff away. You know how everything descends into chaos. That's the nature of the universe. It's entropy. That's what it is. So yeah, you got to stop from time to time and revamp and clean up. I'm standing in front of my little Singer 99. I love seeing that when I'm over sewing. So had dust. The thing was covered in dust. It was embarrassing. I don't dust. So that's pretty much it for Friday Sews. Thank you so much for being with me. I always appreciate you stopping by to just listen to me yak and yammer on about all the things, but I'm really excited about this Mother of the Bride dress. So I will leave you with my favorite scripture, which is from Micah, and it says, do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. I want to do that every day, and I hope you do too. I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.